There is a deep and gentle truth that can soothe every restless heart. Healing is never locked away in the past. No matter what has happened, no matter how long it has been, this very moment holds the door to your renewal. You are sitting here now, breathing, alive, and that means the opportunity to begin again is right here with you. There is nothing you have missed, no moment you were supposed to catch that slipped away forever. Life has an infinite patience with us, and it waits lovingly for the moment when we are ready to take the first step toward wholeness. That step can be as small as a single kind thought toward yourself. You don't need to fix everything in one day. You only need to open the smallest space in your heart for hope to come in. When you let yourself feel that soft opening, you are already on the path. You are not too late. You are exactly on time for your own healing. Sometimes we measure our lives against imagined timelines. We might think, I should have been over this by now, or I should have been stronger sooner. But healing is not like a race where everyone must reach the finish line together. Healing is like a garden where each seed blooms in its own season. Some flowers are early, bright, and quick to rise. Others take longer, drawing in more sunlight, more rain, until one day they open in full beauty. You are like that too. Your heart and soul have their own rhythm, their own timing, and nothing is wrong with that. When we stop forcing ourselves to heal according to an invisible clock, the pressure lifts and the process becomes gentle. You are not failing because it has taken time. You are growing in ways that only time could allow. Every moment you have lived has brought you to this place of readiness, even if it does not feel that way yet. The path you've taken has shaped you. And even the pauses, even the moments that felt like stillness, were preparing the ground for your renewal. There is often a quiet ache that comes from feeling left behind, as if life moved forward for others while you stood still. But healing is not about catching up, it is about returning to yourself. The more you allow this truth to settle in, the lighter your steps will feel. You are not here to match another's pace. You are here to honor your own. The moment you say within yourself, I am open to healing, you have already shifted into a new chapter. The years before today were not wasted. They have been teaching you compassion, understanding, and strength that will now become part of your wholeness. Healing is not about forgetting the past. It is about transforming the way it lives inside you, so it no longer holds you down, but instead lifts you toward a softer, more loving way of living. It can be easy to hold on to guilt and self-blame, thinking that if you had made different choices, your heart wouldn't hurt now. But holding on to guilt is like carrying a heavy stone in your pocket every day. It weighs you down and slows your steps. When we carry guilt, we believe we are protecting ourselves from making the same mistake again, but in truth, it only keeps us stuck in the pain. The first act of healing is to loosen your grip on that stone. You do not need to punish yourself to be worthy of love. Every soul is learning, and every step, even the ones that feel wrong in hindsight, has been part of your growth. You can begin to release guilt by speaking words of kindness to yourself. I forgive myself for not knowing what I know now. I release the need to punish myself. I am learning to love myself through every stage of life. When you say these words, breathe slowly and imagine the weight you have been carrying becoming lighter with each breath. Forgiving yourself does not mean you approve of the hurt that happened. It means you choose to stop carrying it in the same way. It means you believe you deserve peace more than you deserve punishment. Think of it like cleaning a wound. You don't keep it dirty to prove it was injured. You gently wash it so it can heal. The same is true for the heart. Wash it with understanding, rinse it with compassion, and cover it with the balm of love. Your mind and body will respond. When guilt softens, the tension in your body begins to ease. Your breathing becomes deeper, your chest feels more open, and your whole being starts to feel safer. The mind-body connection is powerful. What you think and believe sends messages to every cell in your body. When you send it love, the body begins to relax and trust that it can heal. You can begin this gentle work today by noticing the way your thoughts make your body feel. When a harsh thought comes, one that says, "I'm too late," or "I'll never heal," pause. Place your hand over your heart and ask yourself, is this thought helping me heal, or is it closing my heart? Then choose a softer one. Try saying, "I am healing now," or "I am open to love." Your body will notice the difference. Over time, these new thoughts will begin to feel natural, and the old patterns will fade. It is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about choosing the thoughts that help you feel safe enough to grow. Declaring that you are ready, even if you don't yet know how the healing will happen, sends a powerful message to your whole being. When you say, "I am ready to heal," you are opening the door to receive. Healing will not force its way in, it comes gently when invited. You might begin by speaking it quietly in the morning as you breathe in the new day. I am ready for peace. I am ready for joy. I am ready for my heart to be whole. Let these words sit with you not as demands, but as invitations. Just as sunlight naturally enters a room when the curtains are drawn back, healing will enter when you open the space for it. Even the smallest readiness can create change. You don't need to feel confident every moment. You don't need to feel strong all the time. Healing begins in the willingness to try again today, to breathe one more breath of hope, to take one more step toward love. When you allow yourself this chance, you are already proving that you are not too late. You are not behind. You are simply right here, and that is enough to begin. When you wake each morning, your mind begins speaking before you even take your first deep breath. Some days, those early thoughts feel heavy, as if they have been waiting for you through the night. They remind you of hurts, of unfinished healing, of moments you wish had gone differently. These thoughts are not here to harm you, but they can keep you in the same place if you let them take root. This is why beginning your day with gentle, intentional words is so powerful. The body hears what the mind believes. The heart feels what the mind repeats. If your first words to yourself are soft and loving, you set the tone for the hours ahead. Say to yourself, "I am open to kindness today. I am willing to see beauty. I am willing to feel peace." These are not just words. They are seeds planted in the fertile ground of your mind, seeds that will grow into feelings, choices, and moments that nurture your healing. The connection between your thoughts and your physical well-being is a constant flow. When you think harsh, critical thoughts, your body tenses, your shoulders rise, your stomach feels unsettled, your breath becomes shallow. But when you think words of love, your muscles relax, your heartbeat steadies, and your breathing deepens. You can feel safe again. This is not magic in the way some might imagine. It is the natural response of a body that believes it is cared for. The mind-body connection is always working, whether in support of our healing or in resistance to it. When you choose thoughts that send signals of safety, love, and possibility, your body begins to trust you. It feels safe enough to release tension, to restore balance, to repair what has been wounded. Healing starts in the mind, but it reaches into every cell of your being. If you find it difficult to change your thoughts all at once, start small. Take just a few minutes each day to sit quietly and speak gentle affirmations. You might place your hand over your heart and say, "My body knows how to heal. My mind is learning to be my friend. I give myself permission to rest in peace." At first, these words may feel unfamiliar, but over time they will feel natural, even comforting. Your body will begin to respond, and your heart will start to trust that it is safe to open again. These are not just practices for the mind. They are signals to your entire being that it is okay to release what no longer serves you. Openness is the first invitation healing needs. Saying, "I am ready," does not mean you know every step ahead. It means you have opened the door for love, peace, and restoration to enter. You can whisper it in the quiet of your morning, or you can speak it aloud when the day feels heavy. "I am ready to heal." This statement is more than a hope. It is a choice to stop turning away from what your heart longs for. The moment you speak it, you create a shift inside yourself. You might feel lighter, as if you have finally stopped resisting the very thing you have wanted for so long. Healing will never force its way into a closed heart. It always waits for your permission to begin. Sometimes readiness begins as only a faint light in the distance. You might not feel strong, but you can feel willing. You might not know how to heal, but you can say yes to trying again. Willingness is the spark. It is enough to set the process in motion. You can tend to this spark each day with small acts of care, drinking water with gratitude, stepping outside for fresh air, writing one loving sentence to yourself in a journal. These are not small in the eyes of healing. They are the building blocks of a life that supports your wholeness. Every gentle act tells your mind and body, "I am worth this care." There is a quiet strength in creating daily healing practices. They do not need to be grand or complicated. The most powerful practices are often the simplest ones done with love. Mirror work is one such practice. Each day, stand before your reflection, even if only for a moment, and look into your own eyes. At first, it may feel uncomfortable, but keep going. Begin with simple words like, "I am learning to love you," or "You are safe with me." Over time, these words will sink deeper into your heart, and you will start to believe them. Journaling is another gentle way to release what you've been carrying. Write down your feelings without judgment, letting them flow onto the page. Then write a sentence of hope at the end. "Even now, I am healing." This act sends a signal to your mind that no matter what you have expressed, there is a path forward. Gratitude moments are equally powerful. At the start or end of the day, think of 3 things that bring you peace or joy, no matter how small. It might be the sound of rain, the warmth of tea in your hands, or a soft blanket at night. These moments shift your focus toward what is nurturing you now, helping to strengthen your spirit. Healing asks for gentle persistence rather than force. It is not about fixing everything overnight. It is about showing up for yourself again and again with kindness. There will be days when it feels easy and days when it feels far away. Both are part of the journey. On the days when it feels far, your commitment to even one small act of love for yourself will keep the path open. That is how the heart learns to trust again. not in one sudden leap, but in many quiet steps, taken with patience and care. There is a grace that appears when pain begins to soften. The moments that once felt sharp and heavy start to reveal their hidden gifts. Every challenge carries within it the seeds of wisdom, though they are not always visible at first. As you gently tend to your healing, you may notice that the very experiences you once wished away have shaped your understanding in ways nothing else could. The ache you carried taught you how to listen more deeply. The losses showed you the preciousness of love. The disappointments taught you how to release what was never meant to stay. These truths are not lessons learned overnight. They unfold quietly, like a sunrise that begins in darkness and slowly reveals its light. What once felt like an ending becomes a foundation for your becoming. Nothing you have lived has been wasted. Every tear watered the ground for your strength to grow. Every pause prepared you to see the world through kinder eyes. Life, in its gentle wisdom, never leaves us empty-handed. Even in the moments we believed all was lost, something within us was gathering, forming, preparing. The heart learns that pain is not a permanent place, but a passage. You move through it carrying with you the clarity, the resilience, and the deepened compassion it brings. And as you do, you become a living reminder that it is possible to walk through shadows and still find the light. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are shaped by how you choose to rise from it. And now you stand at a place where the wisdom of your past and the hope of your future can meet in harmony. When you align yourself with the flow of life, you find that healing is not something you must force. It is something you allow. Imagine yourself standing in a gentle stream. The water moves around you and through you, carrying away what no longer serves you and bringing fresh energy to every part of your being. This is the flow of the universe. It is always here, waiting for your permission to wash over you. When you release resistance and open your heart, you begin to move with this current instead of against it. Your body feels lighter, your mind more at peace, your spirit renewed. This is not about doing more. It is about trusting more. Trusting that life knows how to restore you just as it restores every season, every tide, every sunrise. You can deepen this trust through a simple visualization. Close your eyes and breathe slowly. Picture a warm light above you, soft and golden, pouring down gently over your head, your shoulders, your heart. With each breath, feel it filling you with calm and clarity. Let it move into every space inside you, releasing old tension, clearing away old doubts. This light is the energy of healing. It is the universe's way of touching you, reminding you that you are supported, loved, and whole at your core. You don't have to earn this light. It is yours simply because you are here. Living as a healed, whole being begins with choosing to see yourself that way. Even if there are still tender places inside you, you can hold them with love while embracing the fullness of who you are. Begin to picture yourself moving through your day with a quiet confidence, a soft joy, a steady peace. Speak words that match this vision. I am whole. I am loved. I am at peace. These affirmations are not about denying your humanity. They are about affirming your truth. You can be both a work in progress and a masterpiece at the same time. When you speak to yourself as if you are already living in the healed state, your mind begins to believe it and your body follows. Gratitude becomes a natural part of this way of living. You begin to notice the small blessings, a kind word, the way sunlight falls across the room, the comfort of your own breath. These are not just pleasant moments, they are anchors that keep you connected to the present, where healing is always taking place. You start to realize that you don't need to wait for some far-off day to feel whole. You can claim that wholeness now and allow it to grow deeper each day. And now, as we come to this moment together, I want to remind you, it is never too late to heal. The idea that you have missed your chance is an illusion. Healing is not a door that closes. It is a window that is always open, letting in fresh air the moment you choose to breathe it. Every choice you make to love yourself, to forgive yourself, to care for yourself is a step on your path. There is no perfect timing except the one you choose now. So let this be your beginning. Let your heart know that the past has no power to keep you from peace. Let your mind learn that loving thoughts are stronger than fearful ones. Let your body feel the safety of your own kindness. You have everything you need within you to start again and again and again. Say it softly. Say it firmly. Say it until you feel it in every part of you. I am ready to heal. I choose peace. I am whole. Go forward with the gentle knowing that you are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where you need to be for the next beautiful chapter of your life to begin. And with each step, the universe walks with you, guiding you toward more love, more light, and more of the truth of who you are.